These YouTube streets have been on fire this past week with talk about none other than Sean Diddy Combs. Cassie recently spoke out thanking everyone for their support, but she's not the only one speaking out. A number of celebrities took to social media to show their support for Diddy in response to the raids on each of his homes by Homeland Security. Even in the midst of an ex trafficking investigation, you won't believe which celebs are standing by, or shall I say, standing behind their guy. Hello, beautiful baddies and gorgeous gents. I'm your host, Wisdom's Daughter, and welcome to another episode of Bad Girls Talk because, well, we do love to talk. I wonder if these celebrities are still going to support Diddy after seeing that horrifying video of Cassie being kicked and dragged down a hotel lobby. And we're going to talk about it. But before we do, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you can be among the first to know when we go live or drop a new video like this one. Butters and Black Soap offers high-quality, handcrafted butters, black soaps, and oils made with all-natural ingredients that improve the appearance of hair, skin, and nails. Try Butters and Black Soap's amazing collection of African black soaps sourced from Ghana and infused with ingredients such as turmeric, oatmeal, sea moss, coconut milk, activated charcoal, and more to promote healthy-looking skin. Say goodbye to dry, cracked skin with the Sea Moss Body Cream by Butters and Black Soaps. This non-greasy formula will leave your skin soft and supple. If you want to achieve a natural, healthy glow, try one of their whipped Shea butters. Indulge in the luxurious feel of African black soaps and more by Butters and Black Soap. Shop now at www.butters_blacksoap.com. Use custom code WISDOM for a 15% discount. Shop now. So on today's episode of Bad Girls Talk, we're going to be talking about what Diddy's supporters and haters have to say. One of them stating that he's been behind Diddy from day one. Well, I must say that has new meaning given what we are learning and what we pretty much suspected about Diddy for quite some time. Interestingly enough, it was actually a social media post from Diddy that sparked much controversy and response from what we have to call Diddy supporters. And so Diddy posted on his Instagram page a simple post that said, "Time tells truth." Well, if only Diddy knew how right that statement is. If only Diddy knew that just a few days after posting this, that a video with some very damning evidence showing him abusing Cassie in the worst way would show up all over social media. The question now is who leaked the tape, but that'll be another video for another time. And so, interestingly enough, it's very possible that Time Tells Truth may have inspired someone to leak the tape. And so Diddy posts Time Tells Truth, and there were several who felt the need to respond. And so Sean Diddy Combs posted on social media this lovely inspirational quote. The post garnered celebrity support, adding 3 more names to a list of that already includes producer Stevie J, journalist DJ Vlad. Combs is facing, as you know, multiple allegations of sexual assault and trafficking. And so on his social media, he seems to express confidence in his eventual exoneration from the ongoing sexual assault lawsuits. His post featuring the quote, "Time Tells Truth," accompanied by the caption "Love," along with the black heart, dizzy sparkles, and high voltage emojis. Diddy. This post actually garnered over 100,000 likes since its publication, and the likes just keep going. And so this embattled music mogul left comments open and received support from some celebrity friends, including Busta Rhymes, or should I say Busted Rhymes, who commented with 6 crown emojis. Are you kidding me? Combs also received words of support from Peter Thomas, the ex husband of model and reality TV star Cynthia Bailey, most known for appearing on Housewives of Atlanta. Thomas, like Combs, is also facing a number of legal challenges, including a DUI charge from January and a court order to pay back $9 million in back rent for closed restaurants. Wow. Despite his own legal troubles, the former star of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, I didn't know he was considered a star on The Housewives of Atlanta, but okay, expressed unwavering support for Combs. Unwavering support. In his unwavering support, Peter Thomas states, Bro, I have been behind you from day one. I bet. No one from the block make it that far being stupid. Well, Peter Thomas, I hate to disappoint you, sir, but apparently Diddy is that stupid and he did make it this far. However, he didn't make it that far on his own because, as his own security has come forward and shared with us, there were a number of people that knew exactly what was going on. There is a new documentary out on Tubi called The Downfall of Diddy, where several other people have come forward stating, Oh, I knew that was going on. So now suddenly, that the Cassie video is out, everyone has something to say. Many people have been very quiet and haven't said very much. And the question is, some of these celebrities that had so much to say when the raids happened, I wonder if they're going to continue to support Diddy in light of this video. That would be a very, very interesting conversation. And so Dion Cole had this to say. Combs' faith in his legal team wasn't universally shared. However, some social media users pointed out the swift resolution of the lawsuit filed against him by Cassandra Cassie Ventura in November of 2023. Notably, Combs settled the case within 24 hours of filing. Well, Mr. Cole, I hate to break it to you, sir, but you might not want to take selfies like this. I hate to break it to you, but yeah, Diddy messed up. He messed up. He probably should have settled with Cassie and quietly, okay, instead of calling her a liar, instead of trying to discredit her, instead of putting messages on his Instagram that say time tells truth. Yes, time does tell truth, and the truth has been told, and it's about damn time. Okay. It is about damn time. So this is DJ Vlad, who has also expressed his support for Diddy. Those of you who saw the TMZ documentary would have heard Stevie J also talk about his friend and how he's gotten out of other things and he's not counting him out. And he shares how he was at the Miami residence by himself. So Stevie J is at Diddy's Miami residence by himself while Diddy is with his kids about to board a flight to the Caribbean. Okay, Stevie J, have you also been behind Diddy since day one? I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering if you and Peter are floating around in the same boat. Well, I can't say too much for Busta Rhymes, excuse me, with his king emojis. What was that about? What was the king emojis about? I'm just trying to figure out. Can you please explain to me, Busta Rhymes, what the crown emojis were about? Are you trying to say that he's a king 6 times over? I mean, he has at least 6 victims, yeah, for sure. Not sure. And here is, Rusty Dusty Peter, who stated that he's been behind Diddy from day one. Cynthia Bailey, boo boo, you dodged a bullet. I'm glad that you got divorced. And then, as I stated in my last video, someone by the name of Dizzy Monroe stated that Cassie definitely took her time telling the truth. Well, I like to see you go through what Cassie went through and see how quickly you're going to be comfortable telling your story. Despite Combs' extensive network in the entertainment industry, there's been a noticeable lack of public support from his celebrity friends since the actual assault and the ex trafficking allegations surfaced. Longtime friends like Ashton Kutcher, Usher, and Mariah Carey have kept their lips sealed. Naomi Campbell and Janet Jackson deleted all references to Combs from their social media. Ooh, even Ray J refused to comment. Well, I thought Ray J did comment on this situation. I think he said, "Well, we'll just have to wait and see." He he kind of gave that real neutral kind of comment. While celebrity endorsements once again from Busta Rhymes, Peter Thomas, Deion Cole, DJ Vlad, and Stevie J show their support for Diddy, it is crucial to remember that these are their personal opinion and not necessarily validations of alleged innocence. And the same goes for this channel. Diddy is to be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. And on that note, let me go ahead and put up my banner, okay? Because everything is alleged. You know how this goes, and everything's protected under the Fair Use Act. As comments and criticism, commentary on this channel is for the purposes of criticism, education, entertainment, and a number of things protected by the Fair Use Act. And so, very interesting. I will be waiting to see if any of these celebrities have more to say now that the Cassie video is out. However, there are a number of people who have had some things to say to Diddy. And according again to narcissisticabuserehab.com, someone stated, "You should have apologized before the video was released. It's quite obvious this wasn't a singular innocent incident. So why are you only apologizing for your behavior in that video? What about everything else?" One user pointed out. Very interesting. Yeah, notice he didn't acknowledge any other victims. He actually did not even mention Cassie's name in that particular video, and I actually have some information on that as to why Diddy did not actually say Cassie's name, and why he did not specifically reference Cassie in the situation. He kept it very general, just speaking to himself. But very interesting. And yes, Diddy has not apologized for any of the other things that he's done, and we all kind of know that he only apologized because the video came out. Weren't you denying it though? Now that there's evidence, you're sorry. Yeah, you're sorry, all right. Sorry that tape got out. Referencing how Combs previously denied all allegations Ventura made against him. Other comments include people saying things like, "The people who is saying she stayed for the money has never been in that situation. They don't know the mental power that person has over his or her victim." As you can see from the video, I'm sure she probably tried to leave more than once before this incident. If she didn't, why would he be so high strung on trying to get her back? Rachel Jones. Paul Jones, no relation as far as I know, stated, "Cassie, say it along with me. Show me the money. I don't know how you were not seriously injured in that beating. No man should raise his hand to a woman. That guy is a scumbag." And the comments just continue. It's amazing to me as a psychotherapist to see how many comments point blame at a person who is literally being kicked while she was on the floor. Your cynicism and likely projection of your own greed is revealing. Beat me once is their fault. Beat me twice, it's your own fault. This came from a magistrate telling my sister, who needed help but kept dropping the assault charges. After the first time, she should have taken action. There should never be a second time, although I hope and pray he gets locked up and never be allowed to touch another female or kid again. Interesting. Or kid again. I wonder whose kid, this is from somebody named Muzi. I wonder whose kid Muzi believes Diddy touched. Could it have anything to do with this white adopted daughter that is seen to have fallen off the face of the earth? Look out for my video, "What Happened to Diddy's White Adopted Daughter?" We're going to talk about that because bad girls like to talk. That's what we do. A lot of interesting stuff here. And rumor has it that the Homeland Security raid, which primarily is focusing on the ex trafficking bit, might have something to do with this white adopted daughter. Hmm. Now it's alleged. It's alleged. There's no evidence yet. I'm just saying, rumor has it. Daryl Morris said, "Why did she stay and let this man beat her ass for 10 years? Remember, she came into a relationship he had with Kim, so she probably witnessed his mistreatment of her, but still chooses to stay. Some women love their men to beat their asses sometimes." Wow. And Empress appropriately responded, "Ignorant." Someone else said the only difference between Cassie and Tina Turner, Cassie didn't make it out of the hotel and Tina did. Lane Chappell says the love of money is the root of all evil. And so, again, this is why Cassie is really pushing a cultural shift where we believe the victims, because some of the comments to and about Cassie are horrible. There's a lot of victim shaming going on, and why there's so many people coming at Cassie? Why are they not coming at the person who did this? Why are they not coming at the person who did this, right? That is the question. Okay, so for those of you wondering why Diddy did not acknowledge Cassie, why he didn't say her name. So according to an article on TMZ, Diddy can't say Cassie's name in public. He's actually banned by a settlement. So this must be a part of the settlement agreement with her, that he actually cannot say her name in public. So that's actually really interesting. Diddy can't say her name in public. Hmm. So many people have been dragging Diddy about this fake apology, right? Let's just be clear here about this apology. And I'm sure a lot of people thought it was strange that he did not mention Cassie's name. Well, TMZ is saying that when it comes to him not saying her name, there's a legal reason that he couldn't. And so, as you guys know, Diddy and Cassie reached a settlement one day after she filed her sexual assault lawsuit against him in November. And you may be familiar with that whole story when it went down. And so, sources familiar with the agreement told TMZ that it includes a very strict NDA, a non disclosure agreement, which prevents both of them from speaking about each other in public. So, notice that Cassie also did not mention Diddy's name at all when she spoke out. Interesting. TMZ also says that they're told that Diddy's attorneys closely reviewed his apology video before it was posted for a couple of reasons. First, they needed to make sure it was in compliance with the NDA, meaning that there was absolutely no mention of Cassie by name, even though, according to TMZ, Diddy wanted to say her name. Okay. Secondly, Cassie is just the tip of the legal iceberg Diddy is facing. While he settled her lawsuit, he still has to deal with several other lawsuits that include some of the same allegations that Cassie brought, including human and ex trafficking. And so, for that reason, sources are saying that Diddy's legal team is very on edge about him making public statements. As long as there's pending litigation, and his own words could potentially be used against him in court. And so that is true. Everything you say can and will be used against you. If you're not familiar with your Miranda rights, if ever you're stopped by police, you should definitely follow those rights. You should not follow those rights, but you should definitely exercise your right and stay silent, right? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. And so, that being said, the lawyers allowed him to record the apology video, but only under their close guidance. So that is why Diddy did not mention anything about Cassie. Now, here's something very, very, very interesting about Busted Rhymes over here. So, as we've been talking in this entire video about celebs that are supporting Diddy, interestingly enough, I found something on Busta Rhymes, and there's an old clip that surfaced of Busta telling Diddy that Coy Lorray is off limits. So we're going to jump into that really quickly because we were just asking the question. I wonder if these celebs are going to continue to support Diddy even after this. So it's really interesting that an old clip surfaces where Buster is telling Diddy that Koi is off limits, but he's supporting Diddy after the allegations came out and Cassie's actual lawsuit and ex trafficking lawsuit and all these other lawsuits that came out even prior to the Homeland Security raid. Okay, so I've got the article. I'm going to read it to you. So, according to Hot New Hip Hop, again, Busta Rhymes tells Diddy that Coy Leray is off limits in a resurfaced clip. And I'm going to read the article and then we're going to watch this clip. As of late, there's been a lot of online talk surrounding Diddy and all of his past relationships, largely due to some disturbing footage that surfaced online last week. In the footage, the Bad Boy Records founder not seemingly, really? I have to read it. This is what it says. Seemingly assaults his then girlfriend, Cassie. He has since apologized, though it did little to quell the explosive backlash. The footage prompted fans to dig into Diddy's history with Cassie, Kim Porter, and more. Now, social media sleuths have dug up an old clip of an interaction he once had with Coy Leray. In the clip, he can be seen chatting with the No More Parties performer at a restaurant. Looking on from the sidelines was Busta Rhymes, who previously collaborated with Coy on the song Luxury Life. So let's take a look at this clip and then I'll continue reading the article. Well, let me finish reading the article and then we'll look at the clip. After listening in on their conversation for a moment, Buster gave Diddy a playful nudge, seemingly telling him to watch what he says and does. Social media users note that Busta Rhymes looked a bit concerned, though it's unclear whether or not he was serious or simply joking around. Coy herself has not yet addressed Diddy's latest scandal or the resurfaced video of Busta Rhymes stepping in during her conversation with the mogul. Her father, Benzino, on the other hand, has been a vocal supporter of Diddy amid his legal issues. Yep, he was another one. Forgot about, oh, God, Benzino. Earlier this week, oh my gosh. Earlier this week, the Dancer Project posted an interview with the Source icon who called out the Black community for turning their backs on Diddy amid his allegations. It's unclear whether or not he made these statements prior to seeing the footage of Diddy seemingly assaulting Cassie. Anyway, so I have to we're going to look at this video. I'm not sure what to think about Busted Rhymes at this point, but let's take a look at this video real quick. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's titled "Old Video of Busta Rhymes Telling Diddy That Coy Leray is Off Limit Resurfaces." So this is just like a still video, a still picture actually. And then here is the actual video.
Okay, come on now. Yeah. Love you very much. Thank you, King. Come on now. Yeah. Love you very much. Thank you, King. Come on now. Yeah. Love you very much.
Okay, so I'm pausing it right here because there are comments. Someone said, I didn't hear Busta say she's off limits in that video clip. So how did y'all come to that conclusion? And then someone else said, sometimes you don't have to literally say something for someone to know you mean business. And so it kind of looks like Busta kind of taps Diddy off camera, like, yo, like, what you doing? He doesn't say anything, but this is some type of weird interaction. I'm not exactly sure what this is. Maybe there's some additional footage that we didn't have here. Maybe this was edited, but you can clearly see where it almost looks like I thought he might have kind of like gave Diddy a little love tap, like, yo, but I'll play it one more time. Something's definitely off here. Yeah. He because who's he tapping? He's not touching the air. And then Coy is giggling. So definitely some weird interaction going on here. So you're gonna have to tell me what you guys think down in the comments. What do you think of this clip in this restaurant of Busta Rhymes looking like he's kind of motioning to Diddy to back off a little bit? Do you do you think that's an indication? Do you think we're reading too much into it? What do you think about these celebs who've been supporting Diddy, and do you think that they're going to continue their support after this video? So, what are your thoughts? Do you think Stevie J, DJ Vlad? Do you think Busta Rhymes? Do you think Dion Cole, Stevie J? Who else we have here? And Benzino, do you think that they're going to continue their support of Diddy now that this video has surfaced? Because where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Usually where there's smoke, there's fire. And so this video has definitely, this is definitely a smoking gun. And it's definitely not looking good for Diddy. I don't see any way out of this for Diddy at all. There's not enough money, there's not enough influence, there's not enough grace, there's not enough anything that I can see for Diddy to get out of this situation that he's found himself in. There are way too many victims. There are way too many lawsuits. So look out for my next video. We're actually going to be looking at the Diddy allegations, and we're going to be going through the timeline. Okay, we're going to be looking at Diddy's timeline, going back to the earliest accusation, which I believe was either in 1990 or 1991. So there'll be a video about that, and pulling up some information on some of his victims, because some of these people we have no idea, who they are. And these people have real lives, they have stories, and so the information is out there. Nothing personal. I'm not going to be digging up any personal information, just kind of doing just a general search to see who some of these victims were, and a little bit more about their story and their testimony. Because one thing I can tell you about these victims is that they want to talk. These women and men, as we've seen, are coming forward and they are telling everything. Okay, they are spilling it all. So this guy right here is finished. And the fact that Homeland Security was involved, not looking good. But the real question on the street, and you guys tell me what you think in the comments, who leaked this video? I have a theory. I have a theory and I have a thought, but that'll be for another video. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Again, this is a new channel that I'm building, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications so that you can be notified when I go live and when I drop new videos. And most certainly, if you would, share the video. And we'll talk in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Bad Girls Talk.